All right, everybody, welcome back to another product overview. Today, I've got behind me the first 2023 F-350 that we've had available for stock and to check out. So we're going to do a quick overview of this truck, talk about what's different, what's the same. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So the truck in question here is a 2023 F-350 dual rear wheel with an 8-foot box. And you'll notice the 6.7 is red on the Power Stroke logo. That means this has the high output diesel, the new one with 500 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. This has got it. So starting at the front here, obviously we've got the new grille, similar styled wheels. You'll notice the hubcaps aren't even on it yet. That's because this truck hasn't even been in for PDI. As soon as it came off the truck, I thought I'd start getting a video ready for you guys so you can see this sooner rather than later. Now, new for this year as well, coming around the side, we've got the box step. That makes it easier to get into the front of the box, as well as one in the bumper. Now, this truck in particular, just because it's what they had available from the factory, does not have the factory gooseneck prep. That's something we can add with a B&W turnover hitch system or a fifth wheel if that's what you prefer. But that's what this one is. This is kind of neat. Similar to the F-150s, you've got your little tape measure along the back of the truck here, so you know when you're cutting wood, if you're working on a job site, roughly where you're at. We also have this critical feature. These are tie downs that are on the back of the tailgate, but more importantly, they function as bottle openers for tailgating. Now, I don't have a 2022 to compare this to, but it looks like the dually fender is styled a little differently on these as well from the previous model year trucks. I think it looks good. Nice to see a little bit of change. And the way they've got these insert vents, I think that's really nice with the chrome. Saying F-350, they're a little bit bigger than the outgoing 2022s were. Now on to the inside of the truck. Everything's somewhat similar or familiar at least relative to the previous model year truck, but definitely some small changes, so let's go through them here. Now, this one being an XLT and a fairly base XLT at that, it's going to look fairly familiar in here. We've got nice analog gauges with a small productivity screen, your 8-inch screen that will have Sync 4, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that fun stuff. You've got your exhaust brake on there, 4 ways. Traction control, really simple temperature controls in this, no dual zone temperatures here. Obviously, 4-wheel drive, you've got your different drive modes. Brake controllers are standard in these trucks. You do have a nice 110 volt outlet, which is nice to see, or 120. Just like previous model years, you've got dual glove boxes. They have redesigned the center console in these trucks a little bit. So this opens differently. You've got a different style button here. Similar amount of space to the outgoing trucks inside. Again, if you guys don't know, you can actually fit file folders in here just like you would in a desk. That's what these little lips are for. You can put that in there to keep all your trailer ownerships and insurance organized if you're moving a bunch of vehicles around. And maybe one of the most critical features in this truck, extra cup holders and extra cup holders here. You got lots of space to bring Tim's back for everybody. This truck is also equipped with upfitter switches. If you don't know what these are, they've been around for a few years now, but these switches are pre-wired to a relay box under the hood. So you literally just need to run one wire from that box to whatever you're trying to operate and ground it, and you're done. And each one of these is rated for a different number of amps. They're all fused. Super simple way to add lights or a winch or, plow operations, that kind of stuff, without having to cut up your brand new dash to add a switch. Stepping into the back seat here, we can see you've got a ton of leg room just like before. And as before as well, the seat folds up with a nice flat floor so you can fit lots of boxes or whatever you need in the back of your truck. One other thing worth mentioning is something that is actually not in this truck in particular, but these trucks now have onboard power as an option. So you can actually have a 400 watt outlet or bigger in the back of the truck to power anything you would normally use a generator for. This truck, being fairly basic, doesn't have it, but just good to know it's available. So that was a quick first look at the 2023 Super Duty. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these things. As of right now, this one is available. We actually have already had people in looking at it though while I'm trying to do this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.